Okay. 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 So, one thing you have to realize that you don't need to memorize all these things. Okay. For example, it's enough if you just if you study only about oxygen, it's enough, right? Because oxygen is a little bit different one, right? You should remember that peroxide. What's the formula of peroxide? O2 2 minus. This is the formula of peroxide, and this is the formula of superoxide. Only these things you should. Okay, only these things you should keep it in mind. Minus, oxidation state of oxygen is minus 1. Here, minus 1 and 0. Right? Again, here, oxidation state of both oxygen are minus 1. Here, one oxygen is minus 1 and the other one is 0. That's all. Right? Okay. All other oxidation states you can easily derive yourself by considering electronegativity values. Right? Okay. You have studied electronegativity and you can easily find what's the oxidation state. You can easily assign oxidation states, right? Okay, let's, there's another two rules. What? Sum of all oxidation state in a compound will be equal to 0, right? Sum is 0. For example, okay, NaClO. What's the oxidation state? What's the oxidation state of sodium? You know, +1. Why? First group always +1. Oxygen normally -2. Chlorine, yeah, any oxidation state. But what's the sum of all three? +1 plus, you don't know, okay, X plus -2. What's the sum? Will be equal to 0. While what's the charge of this compound? Charge of all compounds are what? 0. Charge of compounds are 0 and charge of ions are what? The charge of ion, right? Okay, for compounds, oxidation state of all, sum of the oxidation state of all element would be equal to 0, right? So what's the oxidation state of chlorine? Can you find it or not? Yeah, of course. Why? You know this and this. So you can find X. That's equal to, okay, +1. So oxidation state of chlorine is +1. And then ion. What about a polyatomic ion like NO3 minus? What's the sum of oxidation state of all? Is equal to, yeah, is equal to -1, because the net charge is, here the net charge is 0 because this is a compound, and here the net charge is -1, right? Okay, got it. And another important thing, oxidation state, oxidation number also will be equal to ionic oxidation state plus covalent oxidation state. Ionic oxidation state plus covalent oxidation state. Ionic oxidation number plus covalent oxidation number. How to assign that? Yeah, same way. what? The charge obtained by ionic bond, the charge obtained by covalent bond. Okay, simple, that's all. And now there's a question you can see, right? Find the oxidation state of the following atoms in the compounds given below. Right? Find the oxidation state of the following atoms in the compounds given below. Okay, let's do it together. Right? I'll work out 2 or 3, and you can do the rest. Okay. Yeah. It's first one. What's the first one? Sorry. Okay. Find the oxidation state of the following atoms in the compounds given below. Okay. I didn't mention the atom. Okay. You do not have to find the oxidation state of whole atom. Only one atom. Okay. You can mark like this. In first example, NH3, underline nitrogen, or you can add a star like this, underline O star. That's the way you should mark, right? In second, you should mark nitrogen, NO3 minus, isn't it? Yeah, you should mark nitrogen. And third, you should mark, again you should mark nitrogen. In third also nitrogen. Fourth, nitrogen. Same nitrogen. Fifth, nitrogen, not hydrogen, right? And fifth, chromium. What's that? Cr2O7 2 minus, is it? You should mark chromium. Yeah. Okay. Then permanganate, MnO4 minus. You should mark Mn. And then Cl2O7. You should mark chlorine. Cl. And then OF2. Mark oxygen. And then KO2, right? Mark potassium, right? Okay. So, sorry, not potassium. Oxygen. KO2. In KO2, you should mark oxygen. Finally, BaO2, you should mark again oxygen. Okay. First one. Let's do some NH3. Okay, let's do NH3. How to know? You should know the oxidation state of nitrogen. What's the oxidation state of nitrogen? What's the oxidation state of hydrogen? You should know the oxidation state of at least one. What's the oxidation state of hydrogen? NH, right? NH. Which one is more electronegative? Nitrogen is more electronegative and hydrogen is less electronegative or comparably electropositive, right? So how to find hydrogen? There are two possible oxidation states of hydrogen, +1 or -1. Here it is +1 because nitrogen is electronegative, right? So oxidation state of nitrogen is Ax plus hydrogen +1, 3 into +1 into 3. Anyway, +1 into 3, right? Is equal to what? Sum is 0 because it's a compound, right? Neutral compound molecule, 0. So what's the oxidation state of nitrogen? -3. Okay. And then this chromium, you should know the oxidation state of chromium. How many chromium atoms? 2. So 2x plus, what's the oxidation state of oxygen normally? Minus 2. So minus 2 into 7 is equal to what? Sum is equal to minus 2. Why? It's an ion. There's a charge, right? Minus 2. So 2x is equal to minus 14 plus 14 to upper 2x is equal to plus 12. So x is equal to plus 6. So oxidation state of chromium is plus 6. And then let's see the, okay, let's check this ninth one, KO2. What we should identify? Oxidation state of oxygen. Oxidation state of oxygen. Okay. What's the oxidation state of potassium? Potassium belongs to first group. So oxidation state of first group is always plus 1, right? So plus 1 plus, yeah, you need to find the oxidation state of oxygen here. Okay. X into 2 or 2x is equal to 0. Sum is 0. Okay, what? 2x is equal to minus 1. So x is equal to minus half. Okay, remember, but it's not true. The oxidation state of this oxygen is not minus half. What's the oxidation state? This is, you should know that this is superoxide, right? K plus N O2 1 minus here. K plus, then the charge of O, this portion should be what? 1 minus. O2 1 minus, that's what it is. O2 1 minus is superoxide. Superoxide. What's the oxidation state? Not minus half. One is 0 and the other one is minus 1. Right? Okay. Just for a confusion, I have given. Right? Just for a confusion. Right? Okay. Here you can easily find this is K plus and this one is O2 1 minus. That's all. O2 1 minus means superoxide. So the oxidation state is what? 0 and minus 1. That's all. Right? 2x is equal to minus 1. Right? So x is equal to 0 and minus 1. Right? 2x is equal to minus 1. This is the way you should do it. 2x is equal to minus 1. O2 minus 1. That means it's superoxide. So oxidation state is what? 0 and minus 1. Right? Okay. That's it. Okay. Let's finish it off. Right? And yeah. Okay. I have done 3 and you should give the remaining, you should do the remaining 7. Right? And then there's another question. Okay, note it down. Note it.